What's good, casuals? Today I am starting my top 5 list of my favorite characters from the first Naruto series. Naruto is the first anime I ever got interested in, and it got me hooked on anime right from the start. Here we go. At number 5, I have the 6th Hokage, the copy ninja himself, Kakashi. Kakashi grew up in Konohagakure, graduating from the academy at age 5, making him the youngest genin that we know of. After graduating, he joined Team Minato, where he began to develop a relationship with Rin and Obito. Kakashi quickly rose up the ranks of Chunin and Jonin, being one of the youngest Jonin ever at age 12. Kakashi was assigned to Team 7, hosting our main characters Sakura, Sasuke, and Naruto. While administering the battle test, Naruto chose to attack Kakashi alone. Sakura was too concerned about Sasuke, and Sasuke thought he was strong enough to take him alone as well. All of them were defeated and Naruto was tied up during their lunch break. Kakashi gave them strict instruction not to share their food with Naruto, as if they did, they would break the rules and fail the test. After some thought, Sasuke, much like Kakashi did the first time he passed around the bell test, decided that Naruto needed to be in his best shape possible if they were going to have any hopes of getting one bell, let alone both. So, Team 7 decided to share the food with Naruto. Kakashi was watching from a distance, so once the rule was broken, Kakashi rushed in and passed the team of Genin for trusting each other and using teamwork. Kakashi and Team 7 proceeded to go on multiple D-rank missions. Naruto thought that these missions were beneath them and insisted to the 3rd Hokage that the team be sent on a higher rank mission. At the same time, a bridge builder had put in a request for bodyguards to return him home safely so that he could finish his work on a bridge that would connect his hometown to the rest of the shinobi world. Team 7 was assigned to this mission, their first C-rank mission. While heading towards the bridge builder's village, they were attacked by multiple groups of assassins. Kakashi questioned the bridge builder about what was really going on, and he confessed that Gato, the leader of a local gang, was attempting to stop the bridge from being built so that he could continue his strong grip over the town. This mission quickly turned from a C-rank mission to an A-rank mission. Kakashi questions their ability to complete the mission safely, but decided to continue on with the mission as the bridge builder could not have formed an A-rank mission. The team was then attacked by a new foe, Zabuza Momochi, a hidden-miss rogue ninja with his sword, the Kiri Kiri Bocho, or the Executioner's Blade. Zabuza and Kakashi then jumped into combat while the Genin of Team 7 was tasked with protecting the bridge builder. Kakashi was handling Zabuza well until he was caught off guard and he was forced to jump into a small river next to them. Zabuza then used a water-style prison jutsu to keep Kakashi out of the fight. Naruto and Sasuke then fought to get Kakashi out of the prison, knowing that if they tried to fight Zabuza and protect the bridge builder alone, they stood no chance. With some clever strategy and some well-timed transformation jutsus, Kakashi was freed by Team 7 and the fight between Zabuza and him continued. Kakashi started mimicking Zabuza's movements, using his Sharingan to not only copy his movements, but his jutsu as well. Zabuza had seemed to have lost the fight when a medical ninja used Senbon to stop Zabuza's heart and escape, tricking Kakashi into believing Zabuza was dead and was no longer a threat. Kakashi and Team 7 then went to the bridge builder's home, and this is where Kakashi rested from his fight with Zabuza. After a few days of rest, Kakashi, Sakura, and Sasuke and the bridge builder all headed to the bridge to finish the job. When they arrived, Zabuza and Haku, the medical ninja, were waiting and ambushed them. Haku isolated Sasuke, Sakura was assigned to protecting the bridge builder, and Kakashi focused his attention on Zabuza. Naruto was exhausted from his training, so he was left behind to get some extra rest. Zabuza, having learned from his last fight with the power of the Sharingan, used the jutsu to cover the battlefield with mist so that Kakashi could not see. Zabuza then attacked Kakashi, slicing him with the Executioner's Blade. Kakashi summoned his team of dogs to sniff out his blood that was still on Zabuza's blade. They attacked Zabuza, holding him in place for Kakashi's Raikiri, but as Kakashi prepared to strike Zabuza in the chest, ending the fight, Haku jumped in his way, preventing Zabuza from dying. As Haku passed away, Gato and his thugs showed up at the bridge to end the construction completely. Zabuza took a kunai from Naruto and caught it in his mouth as his arms were decommissioned from his fight with Kakashi. Zabuza ran through the thugs and stabbed Gato, being stabbed himself multiple times. Kakashi and Team 7 then left the now finished Great Naruto Bridge and headed back to Konohagakure, having finished the mission. After a few more missions, Kakashi decided that Team 7 seemed to be ready to take the Chunin exam, so he signed them up. About halfway through the Chunin exams, Kakashi discovered that during the second portion of the exams, Orochimaru, a rogue ninja from Konoha, attacked Sasuke and gave him a curse mark. After Sasuke's fight in the preliminary rounds, Kakashi performed a sealing jutsu on Sasuke as Orochimaru watched from the shadows. Orochimaru then proceeded to show himself to Kakashi, and as Kakashi prepared to fight, Orochimaru walks off because he says Sasuke will find him of his own fruition seeking power! Later on, he heads back to watch the remaining fights in the preliminary round of the Chunin exams. Naruto approaches Kakashi, asking him to help train for the final round of the Chunin exams tournament, but Kakashi has already planned to help train Sasuke. Once the final round starts, Kakashi and Sasuke arrive to Sasuke's fight late so that they could finish up the final day of training. Sasuke appears to be much stronger and much faster. As Sasuke fights Gaara, the strong genin from Tsunohagakure, enemy shinobi reveal themselves and attack Konohagakure, and Might Guy and Kakashi spring into action. Kakashi recommends that Sakura go find Shikamaru, an incredible strategist who had fought earlier in Naruto. Kakashi also sends Pakun with Sakura to pursue Sasuke, who goes after Gaara and the other genin from the Sand Village. Kakashi and Might Guy continue to fight the enemy invaders in the Colosseum. Once they are all defeated, besides Kabuto and Baki choose to flee as they have accomplished what they had gone there for. Kakashi, Guy, and the other Jonin in the fight all converge on the third Hokage in the aftermath of his fight with Orochimaru, the seeming orchestrator of the invasion. Hiruzen had been killed by Orochimaru, but the third Hokage had managed to seal away Orochimaru's arm so he could no longer use ninjutsu. Later on, Kakashi is planning to meet Sasuke for lunch, but happens to notice some cloaked men looking suspicious in Konoha. Sasuke is running late for lunch, and Kakashi notices Kurenai and Asuma walking in his direction, so he decides to tell them of his suspicion. When Sasuke arrives for lunch, Kakashi sends Kurenai and Asuma after the cloaked men that had escaped while they were not looking. Kakashi then decides to cancel lunch and pursue Kurenai and Asuma in case they get into any serious trouble. As he arrives, Kurenai and Asuma are engaging the cloaked men. He saved them right before it started to go south, as the cloaked men turn out to be Kisame Hoshigaki and Itachi Uchiha, the former a rogue ninja from the Hidden Mist Village, much like Zabuza, and the latter a rogue ninja from Konohagakure that murdered his clan, leaving his only younger brother, Sasuke, alive. Itachi is very informed on Kakashi's ability as a shinobi. The same is also true for Kakashi, as he informs Kurenai and Asuma that any altercation with either of these ninja would be very dangerous. Kakashi instructs Kurenai and Asuma not to look into Itachi's eyes, as he has a Mangekyo Sharingan much more powerful than his own. Sharingans are useful for many reasons, one of them being the ability to cast overpowering genjutsu. At the same time, Kakashi is caught in a genjutsu specific to Itachi's Sharingan ability, Tsukuyomi. Kakashi is then tortured for what feels like 3 days in Tsukuyomi, but is only 3 seconds in the real world. He is able to remain conscious after the genjutsu, and guesses the reason as to why the two Akatsuki members are in Konoha. He guesses correctly, as they are after the tailed beast inside Naruto. As Kisame is ordered to capture Kakashi and kill Kurenai and Asuma, Might Guy arrives on the scene and delivers a swift kick to Kisame, driving them both back. Itachi and Kisame decide to retreat as there are too many ninjas to fight, and they do not want to catch any unwanted attention. While Kakashi is in the hospital recovering from his altercation with Kakashi, the new Hokage Tsunade arrives and helps to heal his wounds. While he is still recovering, Kakashi heads to the hospital that Sasuke is staying after his own confrontation with Itachi. Upon arriving, however, Kakashi finds Sasuke and Naruto engaged in combat on the roof. Kakashi separates them as they are about to clash Chidori and Rasengan and throws them into nearby water towers. Kakashi confronts Sasuke about using that jutsu on a comrade, but instead of listening, Sasuke decides to leave, not wanting to be lectured. Kakashi goes to confront Sasuke and attempts to discourage him from avenging the Uchiha clan by killing his brother, the man who exterminated them. He does so by citing that even if he is successful in killing Itachi, it will not bring back those who are already dead. Sasuke retorts by saying that Kakashi has no idea what he is going through, and maybe if Sasuke killed all of those precious to Kakashi, he might have an idea. Kakashi then confesses that all of those who are precious to him are already dead, so that wouldn't be possible. Kakashi goes on to say that Sasuke should enjoy the time that he has with his comrades before something happens, namely Naruto and Sakura. Kakashi instructs Sasuke to only use the Chidori for its intended purpose, to protect his comrades and those close to him. Kakashi leaves, intending to give Sasuke some time to ponder on what they had just talked about. Later on, Kakashi goes to the 5th Hokage when she informs him that Sasuke had defected to Orochimaru, and Naruto, along with 4 other young ninja, were sent after him. Kakashi then decides to go after them himself, fearing that Naruto and Sasuke might kill each other. After pursuing them for some time, he finds Naruto in the Valley of the End unconscious. Because it is raining, his summoned dogs no longer have a scent of Sasuke, so the trail goes cold, and he can no longer pursue him. Kakashi brings Naruto back to receive medical attention. When Naruto comes to and is feeling better, he decides to train with Jiraiya, and Sakura trains with Tsunade in medical ninjutsu. So Kakashi continues his general mission schedule from before Team 7. Alright guys, Kakashi the Copy Ninja is one of the strongest characters in Naruto. He uses over 1,000 jutsu. Because of his strength, his use of the Sharingan despite not being an Uchiha, and the fact that he is the symbol of what a Jonin should be, he is one of my favorite characters. Thank you for watching. This is my first video on my channel, so it would be awesome if you liked the video for you to like the video and subscribe. The rest of my favorite characters will be coming out soon. God bless, guys.